Hello, my name is Hong, and in this video, me and my group members will be talking about our recommendation on the Besky case. Recommendation 1. Reduce plastic use and food waste. Besky should adopt a comprehensive sustainability practice, including replacing plastics with biodegradable materials. And to help with the food waste, Besky should reduce throwing food away and to address the environmental concerns and to restore the public's trust, solving the problem of Besky reliance on plastic packaging and food waste. A well-defined description of the recommendation: transition to biodegradable materials. Replace all plastic packaging with environmentally friendly ones, like biodegradable materials or compostable materials. This will reduce the plastic waste and minimize the environmental impact. Food waste reduction initiative. Develop and implement practices aimed at reducing food waste across operations. This may include better inventory management, portion control, and training employees on waste reduction strategies. Stakeholder engagement. Involve employees, suppliers, and customers in sustainability efforts to foster a culture of environmental responsibility and transparency. Monitoring and reporting. Establish a system to track progress on sustainability goals, ensuring accountability and continuous involvement and improvement on the goals. Task steps that needs to be carried out. Conduct a waste audit to analyze plastic use and food waste. Identify suitable biodegradable materials and engage with suppliers of biodegradable options. Gradually replace items with biodegradable ones instead of plastic ones.
People will be in charge of carrying out each task. Who is it? So it could be for the sustainability manager, which is the role is to oversee the waste and audit process and ensuring it aligns with the company's sustainability goals. This sustainability manager also responds have the responsibilities to coordinate the audit team and strategies and set the objective and parameters for the audit. So, timeline and location of task completion, when or where. So, firstly, we need to plan and have the preparation to address this sustainable issue, and we need to have secondly, we need to have the data collection, both quantitative and qualitative data, and thirdly, from both data collection that we gather, we need to analyze the data, and in the end we need to review and have the intense communication with the top level management. Before we are doing the task completion, when or where, we need to aware for the costs. They are divided by three. There are personal costs, materials and supplies, and also miscellaneous expenses. Where personal costs could be considered as on the planning and preparation and also data collection process, while materials and supplies could be considered in data analysis process, and miscellaneous expenses could be figured out during the review and communication process. So we have figured out there are three potential problems for Besky. First is the employee resistance, where lack of engagements, it could be viewed as an additional burden for Besky itself, and also in change aversion, staff may resist change in policy due to their routines are being disrupted. Secondly, data accuracy and reliability. Inconsistent data collection, like variability, i- uh, how data is recorded and sorted, can lead to inaccuracy, and also human error uh, when doing the data collection and sorting collection. They might be variable mistakes. Thirdly is the logistical challenges, uh, where waste collection issues, which is difficulty in accessing waste materials or inconsistent waste generation patterns, can hinder effective data collection, and also resource of allocation, like limited time and manpower and other resources like money also.
So our recommendation two is improving compensation and job security. A well-defined description of our recommendation is firstly, it implements fair wage practices, such as establishing a transparent compensation structure that ensures all employees receive fair and competitive wages based on their roles, experience, and performance, regularly reviewing and adjusting salaries to align with the market standards. Secondly, you should improve the job security. This includes creating clear employment contracts that outline job roles and conditions, develop policies that prioritize employees, packages, and advance notice during layoffs. Thirdly, enhancing work condition. Best should invest in improving the workplace environment by ensuring safe, healthy, and supportive conditions. This may include ergonomic assessments, mental health resourcement, and flexible work arrangements. Lastly, it should foster an open communication, encourage a culture of transparency where employees can voice their concerns, and provide feedback on compensation and workplace conditions. How can it be carried out? Firstly, you should conduct assessment and establish wages. This includes performing market research and internal audits to identify compensation gaps. Later, you should foster a supportive work environment, investing in employee development through training and mentorship programs. And finally, enhancing job security and employee benefits, developing clear employment contracts and layoff policies. So the timeline and location of task completion is divided into four phases. First phase being the planning and assessment, second, designing, and third, implementing, and finally, reviewing and adjusting the compensation review. The costs of implementing the compensation policies are divided into two costs. First, being the direct costs, which includes salaries and wages. The most significant cost is the actual salaries and wages paid to employees. This includes base pay, bonuses, and overtime. Training and development is the second one. Implementing new compensation policies may require training for human resources staff and management on the new system and processes. Secondly, administrative costs include the human resources management. Additional costs may arise from the need for more HR personnel to manage compensation administration, including job evaluations and compensation analysis. It would also include software and technology because it would have to invest in payroll and human resources management software to track compensation and benefits that incur significant costs. Furthermore, consulting fees, such as organizations may hire external consultants to help design and implement compensation structures, which can add to expenses of Besky. So the potential problems, the first one being employee resistance, the perception of inequity, which means feeling unfairness. The employees may feel that the new compensation policies are unfair or do not adequately reflect their contributions, leading to dissatisfaction and resentment. This would change aversion, and some employees may resist changes to established compensation structure, especially if they have been accustomed to certain practices. Secondly, and lastly, complexity and administration. The administrative burden implementing new compensation policies can increase the administrative workload for HR, requiring additional resources and time to manage payroll, then benefits, and compliance. The complex structure of complicated compensation structures can confuse employees and make it difficult for them to understand how their pay is determined. That is all. Thank you.